Aloha, Dr. Kipo'o here with another video blog post. And today the post is about calming yourself down in moments when you have a lot of stress, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling really wired. I have two simple things that you can do right on the spot when you're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed. Something that's going to help your body to be able to kind of reset, get back in a more focused position, and be able to help you be able to calm down and look at the whole situation that you're in from a different light. One common thing with stress is that a lot of us have this stress response already programmed into our body, where when we hit a stress point, okay, a bunch of different physiological systems cascade within our body. And some of those physiological responses actually start causing us to have more stress. They cause us to lose focus on what we need to be doing. They cause us to be able to start actually having a breakdown within our body, which can cause health problems. So two simple things that you can do to be able to stop this physiological process from starting or reversing that system from where it came from. Doing these two techniques will enable you to help stop that whole stress response, reprogram that stress response, and get you in a more focused mind so that you can actually take care of the stress in a very efficient and a much better way than probably you might try to figure out with the stress, being in that stress at that moment, okay? So two things you can do. One thing is that you want to work on what's called your triple warmer meridian. Oh, by the way, these two techniques that I'm going to show you actually come from this book, okay? Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. So if you want to get that book, you can learn a little bit more about these techniques. I'm just going to go over them in a very small amount, just enough so you learn how to apply them. But if you want to learn more about them, get this book and learn about them, okay? So first thing is actually called sedating your triple warmer meridian. Now you've got a main meridian, which is an energy meridian that carries energy throughout your body. This meridian actually flows from this part of your finger, okay, right here, flows up your arm here, up your neck, up and over your ear, and to your eye, okay? That meridian is actually very strongly connected to your stress response, okay? It's connected to several different organs in your body. Number one is your adrenal glands, okay? And whenever you hit a stress response, whenever you hit into some heavy stress, that triple warmer gets really energized, okay? And as that triple warmer meridian in this area starts getting energized, it can start sucking energy from other energy meridians, and it can start causing this whole cascade of breakdown with stress in your body. So one way that you get that energy meridian to calm down is to sedate it. And one easy way to sedate it is to take your hand on the opposite side of your face, and then just swipe down that lane off your finger. Do that 3 times. Shake your hands off, and then come up at once. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, shake your hands off, up at once. Deep breath in. And now your stress levels should immediately just start to drop. You should probably feel any type of frustration you have in your brain will actually start to disappear, okay? Now the second thing you'll want to do is that you want to press on what's called your neurovascular points. There are some points right here in the middle of your forehead that you can press on once you go into a stress response, okay? Now what this does for you is that when you hit that stress response, one of the physiological things that happens in your body is that their blood actually drops out of your brain to be able to help deal with your muscles and your organs, so that when you get ready to go into that fight or flight response, you have the blood everywhere where it needs to be so that you can be ready to fight or flight. Well, that's not going to help any when you need the blood up here in your brain, okay? What you actually will start doing when the blood drops out of your brain, you're actually going to be thinking from your old brain centers, okay? And your old brain centers are more into survival and not really thinking like we all know we should be able to think these days. So when you push on these neurovascular points, you just take a deep breath in and hold them. And you want to hold them for around 3 to 5 minutes. You know, if you need to hold them longer, that's okay. If you don't have two hands available, you can hold both those points with one hand, okay? And as you notice, a lot of times when you get stressed, you're like, oh, right? It's just your body's natural response to want to get that blood back into your brain. So you hold those points 3 to 5 minutes, and you'll notice that the blood will actually, you can actually feel some lightness coming to your head. And then within about 3 to 5 minutes, you'll notice that you'll be able to think more clearly during that stressor. So doing those two things will help you kick out of that stress response, think more clearly, and be able to get through that stress response. Now, if you go ahead and do this on a regular basis, you'll actually start to reprogram your energies to react different in certain situations. You may find that things that used to stress you won't stress you as much. So again, triple warmer, sedating your triple warmer, and holding your neurovascular points. Those are the two things you can start doing to help deal on a better basis with your stresses that you have on a daily basis. So until then, we'll see you then.